Okay, amazing. We'll just wait a couple of moments and just see if anyone comes on. Hey everybody, we're just holding up for a couple of moments just to let everyone join in, give you a chance to get settled in. Just hold off 30 more seconds. Right, so I think we'll get started. All good?
All good.
Awesome. So hello there, little wanderers of the world. Welcome here to Necker Island, situated in the British Virgin Islands, part of the Caribbean. I'm Katie, the yoga instructor here on the island, and this is the man, our wildlife expert, here to tell you some fun facts about the wildlife we have here on island before getting some little movement going with some Lemur Yoga. So over to you, the man. Tell us all about the wildlife we have on the island.
Thank you, Katie. Hello everybody again. So Necker Island is a 74-acre island paradise in the Caribbean. It's amazing for a lot of reasons, but most importantly, we've got like over 300 different species of animals here that call Necker home. Some wonderful ones, most of them though, they're very critically endangered, meaning that they're facing extinction from their native habitat where they're from, and that's why we have chosen to give them Necker as a home where they could breed, reproduce, have lots of babies, and then one day hopefully reintroduce back into the wild where they're from. We've got from giant Aldaba tortoises. Some of these guys are so massive, they're over 600 pounds in weight. Massive guys, like big boulders really. Then we've got flamboyant flamingos. We started with 50 flamingos in 2007, and because we've been so successful in breeding them, we've got now over 400 flamingos on that pond. Flamboyant flamingos, you can imagine the sight when they will be flying overhead, sometimes during the morning and the evening time.
My favourite's at sunset, when the sun's setting and these beautiful flamingos are flying around with their beautiful pink feathers.
Yeah, so it's amazing. And then last but not least, we've got lemur species here on Necker. Lemurs are from Madagascar. It's an island that's 3 times the size of England. Again, lemurs are critically endangered, and we're fortunate enough that we've got 7 different species that we're working with here on Necker Island. The ones that you will be seeing in and around Katie and I, and when Katie's going to be doing the yoga with you guys, you will see a lot of. They're called ringtail lemurs. Not a lot in the world left, very few. Fortunate enough that we've got them. This group in particular were chosen because we've selected them for being very friendly. They're really not aggressive in any way, and they're the ambassadors for us really in creating much needed awareness so that more people coming to Necker over the years, they could get involved, hopefully with conservation for lemurs. Yeah, Katie, so
Amazing, thank you so much for
you're
Matt.
welcome.
So we'll bring it down to our mat and we'll do a little bit of lemur fun yoga for the kids to all join in. And for those adults out there that want to have that little bit of inner child in them, feel free to join in. So we're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. So I want you to firmly plant your bottoms down into the ground and sit up nice and tall. So I'll let you into some little secrets. Every morning when I walk past these lemurs, in fact you can see some of them doing it now, they're sat here with their bottoms in the ground and they soak up the sun. So they're known as little sun seekers. They'll close their eyes, so if you guys can all do this at home for me, close those eyes, and I want you to imagine that you're here on this Caribbean island where your bottoms are touching the sand. There's blue sky all around you and the sun is soaking in over the face. So just take a moment, plant those hands into the ground, onto your knees, allow the palms to face up towards the sky, and just take a moment here, settling into stillness. So I know you've all been super amazing over these last few weeks, months, being homeschooled. So now's your time to just have a little bit of energy, find a little bit of flow, and know that throughout the day, at any point that you want to, if school gets a little bit too much, just bring yourself into this meditative position, whether it be morning, afternoon and night, and find your happy place. So closing those eyes, I just want you to think of one thing that's already brought you joy this morning. So take a nice deep breath in, find that moment of happiness within. And then exhale, big sigh out through the mouth as loud as you can. Inhale, take those arms nice and wide up above the head, create that big circle of sun, and then draw them through to prayer at heart center. Take a nice deep breath in, and then again, nice big sigh out. Releasing those hands. I don't know if you can see, but our little fairy friends are eating lots of fruit. So in the Caribbean, it's 10 o'clock in the morning for us, so they're having their mid-morning snack because lemurs love to eat their fruit and vegetables. So if you want to be strong lemurs, you should do the same too. So let's stretch our arms over to the right hand side, all the way back up to center, stretch nice and tall, and then all the way over to the opposite side. Bringing it all the way back to the middle, one more each side, so taking it over to the right, nice big side stretch, and then all the way back to center, and then over to the left hand side. Amazing. Bringing yourself into your crawling position, so finding all fours on the mat, making sure your hands are planted into the ground, those knees are planted. Let's move through cat and cow, so a favourite yoga pose. Dropping the tummy down, lifting the chest forward, looking up at the sky, and then as you exhale, try to round through that back. Inhale, dropping the tummy down, lifting the chest, the chin, nice big smiles as you face forward. As you exhale to round and open. Got some guys joining in here, so dropping your tummy down, lifting the chest, the chin, look forward, and then round and open. And then from here, bring your bottoms down to your heels and stretch those arms out as far as you can. See how tall you can stretch. Coming into your child's pose, so a place of rest, a place of relaxation. So just take a moment here and know how good yoga is for you. Like I said at the start, you can do this at any time throughout the day, so just find that stretch. Then bring yourself back into that all fours position. Let's be superhero girls and boys. Stretch one arm forward, one arm back. Stretch through those fingers, stretch through those toes. And then bring those hands and knees back down. Stretching the opposite hand forward, the opposite foot back. And then bringing it all the way down. Going to tuck those toes under, hover the knees off the ground and bring those bottoms in the air. So because you've all been super great whilst being homeschooled, now it's time to be little cheeky lemurs. So shake those bottoms in the sky as high as you can. And then just settle down here. Then take little steps forward to the front of the mat. Hang out here as you catch hold of those elbows. Take a gentle rock from side to side. Then firmly plant those feet in the ground. Grow up nice and tall as you can. If you've got any brothers and sisters at home, parents, see if you can stretch even higher than them, all the way to the top. And then bringing it all the way back down. So then guys, we're going to find ourselves a little routine, and I want you to see how well you can remember it. So take those arms by the side, stand up nice and tall. As you inhale, create that big sunshine. Take those arms out wide and try to touch all the way to the top of the sky. And then from here, you're going to bend those knees and fold all the way down. From here, look up halfway, see how many lemurs you can see on the screen. And then bend those knees, plant the hands, step one leg back, then the other, and then bring yourself all the way down. Let's have a rest here. Make a little cushion and shake those hips from side to side. Nice and relaxing. Then plant those hands, tuck those toes, push onto those knees, and then shake those bottoms high into the sky again. From here, come onto those tippy toes. However you think a lemur would move, make yourself get there to the front of the mat. So as quick as you can, all the way forward. Catching hold of those elbows. So we're cheeky little lemurs that love to hang from the trees. So just hang out here. Just imagine that you're hanging from the branches and you're swaying from side to side. And then release those hands. Bring yourself all the way up to stand. Make that sunshine. Take those arms all the way to the sky. And then bring those hands all the way back down. Awesome job, everybody. We're going to do that 2 more times. So take a deep breath in, circle those arms nice and wide, make that sunshine, and then bending those knees, folding all the way down, plant those hands, look up, see how many lemurs you can see this time, bend those knees, plant the hands, got a little tortoise joining me now. From here, bend those elbows, lower all the way down, lie on those tummies and just hang out here. Sway those hips from side to side, have a little moment's rest. Let's pretend we're sleeping lions. Nah. And then plant those hands, tuck those toes, push onto those knees, shake those cheeky little bottoms high into the sky. So we're in our downward facing dog here. Lift up onto those toes, however you want to get forward, leap, walk, jump, all the way through to the front of the mat. Bend those knees, catch hold of those elbows. We're cheeky little lemurs that love to hang from the trees. Take that gentle rock from side to side. Then plant those feet, lift yourself all the way up. Make that sunshine all the way up to the sky. And then all the way back down. We're going to do this one more time. See how well you can remember this one. Circle those arms wide. Reach up to the sky, make that sunshine. Bend those knees as you fold all the way down. Look forward, count all those lemurs. Have we got any extra ones? We've got a tortoise today. Plant those hands, bend those knees, step one leg back and then the other. Bring yourself all the way down to the ground. Little gentle rest as we sway those hips from side to side. Planting those hands, tucking those toes, push onto those knees, and then bottoms high in the sky, and just imagine you've got a lemur tail attached to you and you're swaying it from side to side. Rise high onto those toes, bend those knees, come all the way through to the front of the mat. Bend those knees as you catch those elbows, just hang from that tree. Just swaying here from side to side. Then planting those feet, lift yourself all the way right up to the sky, waving at the sun, nice big stretch as those hands meet at prayer at heart center. Awesome job everybody. Now it's time to find some balances. So let's try and root our left leg down in the ground. So we're going to be super strong trees here because lemurs love to climb the trees. We're going to find that balance. So maybe putting your foot onto your calf, staying here. You might be superhumans and be able to balance really, really well. So maybe catch hold of that foot and bring it all the way up into your thigh, wherever feels good for you. You might have your brother, your sister, your mum, your dad, someone close by, a table, a chair, helping you balance. Hopefully it's not too windy. Planting those hands to prayer at heart center. We're super strong trees. Bringing the hands all the way up high. Stretching here. So as we're finding this balance, how many lemurs can we see? I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got Jack, Blackie, Wolf. Stretch your those hands as high as you can, find that balance. And then bring those hands back down and then just gently release that leg. Now just to burn some energy, let's pretend we're little lemurs climbing up the tree. So run as fast as you can, all the way to the top of those palm trees, right to the top, and then stop. Let's find our balance on the other side. So rooting down with our left foot this time, right foot, whichever one we did the other time. Bringing the sole of the foot onto that calf. Maybe lifting it all the way up, seeing where it feels good for you. Making sure we're super strong and super grounded. So it's so important just to feel that ground. Feeling super, super strong inside. Bringing those hands to the center of our heart and then taking them all the way up into the sky. Seeing how long we can hold our tree position for. Have we got any extra fairy friends joining us this time? So stretching nice and high. How long are we going to hold our balance for? And then bringing those hands all the way back down, releasing those legs and shaking it all out. Again, just run, run, run. Get rid of those last little bits of energy, all the way to the top of the tree. And then when we get to the top of the tree, jump all the way up. And then we're going to bend those knees and come all the way down into our lemur squat position. So sinking those bottoms down, opening those knees nice and wide. We're going to take a gentle rock here from side to side. So this is how they eat their fruit in the morning when they're having their breakfast. We've got some enjoying their breakfast still now, so shall I bring the bowl in front so you guys can watch them eat their fruit? They're super good. They love their fruit and vegetables. So taking that rock from side to side here, then we're going to bring our bottoms down to the ground. The lemur's bringing his bottom into the camera. Come on, out of the way. This side. So bring your bottoms down to the ground. We're going to sit up nice and tall and strong. We're going to take one leg up and then the other. So we're going to come into our boat position here. So we're going to imagine ourselves in a rowing boat. So see if you can lift those legs up nice and tall, maybe all the way up or just a little bit. Finding that balance, depending what boat you want to be on. So use your imagination here. You might be on a rowing boat, you might be on a super large boat, whatever boat you want to be on, and wherever in the world you are, let's just imagine ourselves leaving our adventure of Necker Island as we row in the sea all the way back home. So take those arms from side to side if you're on your rowing boat, or you might want to be holding on tight because you're on a super fast boat and you're going super fast, whatever feels good for you. And then once you've finished on your boat and you can see home in sight, you're going to bring your feet down. You're going to lay all the way down onto your backs because, oh gosh, that was an exhausting adventure. I feel so tired. I'm just going to stretch my arms out from side to side and then just allow your knees to fall over to one side. And then bring it all the way back to the top. Take those knees all the way over to the other side. Bringing them all the way back up. Let's come into our happy baby pose. So laying on our backs, feet flexed into the air. Just hang out here. Happy babies, happy children, happy adults pretending to be children. Everyone feels super happy because they've had loads and loads of fun. Just taking that gentle rock from side to side and just hanging out here. So feeling that nice deep stretch. And then just gently bring your feet back down. We're going to take one leg out and then the other. Allow those hands to fall by the hips, the palms to face up towards the sky. And just take a moment here to relax. We've tucked ourselves back up in bed. We've had a full adventure today. We've been all the way to Necker Island and now we're home in bed. So let's close our eyes, and if we ever struggle falling to sleep, this is a little count you can do in your head. So I want you to breathe in through your nose and count in your head to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as you breathe out through your nose, count back from 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale through the nose, so breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. And can you just start to feel how lovely and relaxed you're feeling? So just imagine yourself just soaking into the ground. All that energetic, cheeky lemur energy has gone, and we're just feeling super, super calm, super, super relaxed. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's see if we can count all the way to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just allow that whole body to feel rested. Just relax from the forehead. Just imagine somebody stroking your forehead as you drift off to sleep. Relaxing through the whole body. Just notice how relaxed and how great you feel. We're gently going to wiggle our little toes, wiggle our hands, and then stretch those arms up above the head, so as if you're getting up in the morning, you're doing your super strong lemur stretch. Then bending those knees, hugging those knees into the chest, giving yourself this great big hug each and every single day. We're going to cross over those ankles and gently start to rock and roll up our spine. So bringing us all the way up to our seated position. As we close those eyes, bring ourselves back to our lemur meditative position like they do each and every morning. So you can just imagine you've just woken up out of bed. You're sinking those bottoms down into the ground. You're stretching up even taller than you did at the start. Those hands are on the knees, the palms are facing up towards the sky. You're closing your eyes and you're seeing those lovely bright sunbeams over your face and keeping hold of them and allowing those beams to radiate so brightly out of you, and you'll always look so, so lovely. Releasing those hands to the ground, circle those arms all the way to the top of the sky, create that sunshine, and then draw that warmth, that heat and that love into that heart space as you connect to that moment that brought you joy this morning. Keep hold of it super, super tight. This can be your little secret, and know that you can come back to this position at any time throughout your busy school day. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Hey everybody, hope you all enjoyed that. If you wanted to know any additional information, anything about the lemurs or anything, just feel free to comment below, and Virgin Limited Edition will do their best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for joining. Lots of love from myself, the man and our lovely fairy friends here on the island. Take care everybody.